Hey everybody, it's Josh again. Welcome back to Pokemon Legends ZA. In the last episode, we had our final Rank A match against Tawny, and then, all of a sudden, the tower awakened and became Ange-Floette. So, we used the power with the help of our comrades we faced in the ZA Royale, and even with the help of Mega Zygarde, we finally took down the evil giant tower, Ange-Floette. And now it looks like that piece of crap behind us. So anyway, in this episode, you're probably wondering why I'm back since the main story is complete. Well, I did promise you guys that I would do all 119 of the main side quests in the story, and according to... oh, whoops, wrong button. According to my missions list, I still have a total of... not showing it all, but a total of 21 left.
The adventure continues!
But also, you're probably wondering what me and Tawny used our wishes for since we reached Rank A. Well, Tawny wished for the ZA Royale to keep going on, and it is now the Infinite ZA Royale. So with the Infinite ZA Royale, you can keep getting Challengers tickets and participate in reward matches and not promotion matches, since everyone is now Rank Infinite. As for my wish, I used it to finally get my little buddy back. I found him in the new Wild Zone that appeared, Wild Zone 20. I finally got back my little Charmander buddy, Zach. It's good to see you again. Your little fangs are so cute. But anyway, enough backstory. It's time to start doing some side quests. Alright, so the first side quest we're going to do is actually right here at this Pokemon Center. Hello, Nurse Joy. You know, healing Pokemon is a specialty of mine, working at a Pokemon Center and all. Oh wait, you're not Nurse Joy, you're Bean? Or BN? So I decided to share my skills with my team. What I mean is that I taught my Pokemon moves that can restore HP. Impressive, right? I wonder if a trainer like you could take on my self-healing team and win. Wondrous self-healing Pokemon. So she's kind of like that other lady that, but instead of taking health from you, she heals them themselves. Too many times you think you'd have a Pokemon battle with me. Alright, so we gotta take down the Nurse Joy impersonator. So, I want to battle you. Do you think you can take on my self-healing team and win? Absolutely! Ha ha ha! Then taste the despair of watching your opponent recover just when you thought you'd won. That's smart. I'll take out every last bit of HP your Pokemon have with my Black Fangs. Oh, Heliolisk. Oh, absolutely! Haha! Let's go. Night Slash, go! That wasn't even a healing move, that was Bulldoze. And now Roserade. Aerialis. Nice, nice. And now Clefable. Aerialis, go. Play rough. Tried to use Moonlight to heal, but it's not even Moon out. Or Dark out. And finally, Avalugg. Stone Edge. Didn't even try to heal. Take that, Nurse. If you unleash attacks that fast, of course my team can't recover HP in time. What an overwhelming offense and such menacing tenacity. Of course, you can't win by focusing only on recovery. Made sure to keep that in mind when selecting my team's moves, yet here we are. I've got no choice but to admit how strong you are and how weak I still am. But I'm a Pokemon Center worker. My true skills lie in healing Pokemon. So if you don't mind, I'll fix my Pokemon's injuries right away. I have to admit, it's a funny feeling to heal my own team like I do the teams of other trainers. And that classic Pokemon Center tune. Helios and the rest of my team should be all better now. Teehee. And of course, I'll be happy to heal your team anytime you stop by. Ooh, they get a lucky egg, which I think is good for if your Pokemon are low on experience. If they hold that, then they get more experience as they battle. Also get some full restores and max revives, which of course are very handy battle items. Alright. Oh yeah, also I did one reward match off camera, and now Lita wants me to come to Hotel Z for some reason.
We meet again.
Mr. L, or Lysander, sorry.
I would speak with you about AZ, but words fail me. How does one speak fittingly of such a man? It's tragic that after seeing so many others to their rest, he was alone when his time came. Still, I am glad for the conversations he and I had, however scant.
Excuse me, but what did you talk to AZ about?
About the agony of being unable to die. That's some deep stuff, man. About his deeds, both good and heinous. Even though it was for the sake of peace, he did build Ange. Do you consider that a bad deed? Not necessarily, though the havoc it wreaked on Lumiose is undeniable. The exact casualty is unclear, but we can surmise that Ange's influence resulted in more wild Pokemon gathering throughout Lumiose, which led this city, built for humans, to become a place of harmony with these wild creatures. But now, we have separated Pokemon and humans into different areas once more. I wonder, is it right that we keep each other at arm's length with these holotech barriers? Perhaps we will find another way. I look forward to seeing what the people of the city choose.
Right. So...
I have, of course, come here to tell you something. I'll get to it. After you and I spoke in Lysander Labs, more of my memory returned. And I recalled the existence of 2 legendary Pokemon. They were divided into 2 groups. The one that gives, and the one that takes. The one that takes? I wish that I could tell you more. I am sorry. For now, all I can remember are these epithets. But I have more to tell you. Zygarde has not shown itself since that eventful day. I imagine it exhausted its power, and is now retreated somewhere to quietly recover. You understand what that means, do you not? There are none but you on whom I can rely. That being the situation, I will leave the rest up to you. Please, find the 2 I spoke of.
What even was that? It's like that guy was trying to win a cryptic old man contest. Although, to be fair, AZ would probably be the winner for sure.
He didn't give you much to go on, did he? Perhaps you could learn more from people with connections to Team Flare.
Got anyone in mind?
Mabel at the Pokemon Research Lab, and Grisham at the Vogue Cafe, I suppose.
There you go. We'll be cheering for you.
The one that gives. The mighty X. The one that takes. The mighty Y.
So yes, you finally get those 2 story missions, which refer to the 2 legendary Pokemon of Pokemon X and Y. But enough about that. It's time to head back to side quests. So let's see here. There is actually one by the Stone Emporium, and another at the Battle Court near there. So I guess let's head to there. Alright, so we got one side quest here in front of the Stone Emporium. We're gonna go for Tyrantrum. It's called the Depot Pokemon, if you can beat that. That's what you say, but I think Aurorus is plenty strong too. Hey, you're a trainer, right? Maybe you could help us? Which do you prefer? Tyrantrum or Aurorus? Hey, leave strangers out of it. We already know what we're getting. A jaw fossil. Besides, I'm the one who gets to decide which Pokemon we're adding to our team. I don't care what my little sister says. You're so mean. Please, could you show my brother how strong Aurorus can be? I'll bet he'll change his mind if you defeat his Pokemon with nothing but an Aurorus. I know how you can get one too. Just get a hold of a Sail Fossil and restore it into an Amora. Then evolve it at level 39 at night into Aurorus. Show the power of Aurorus. Kind of like Jacinth had in her battle. Let me know when you're ready to take on my brother with nothing but an Aurorus. So that's kind of the special condition as well. Kind of like with the Pupitar battle. Like when we faced Honedge with nothing but a Pupitar. So this one requires only a single Aurorus. Which I have. Alright, an Aurorus at level 75. Ice Beam, Freeze Dry, Icy Wind, Protect. I think I'll be good. So here we go. Oh, you brought an Aurorus. Thank you so much. Are you ready to battle? Let's do this. The two fossil Pokemon fighting together. Please don't go easy on him. You need to go all out if you want to prove Aurorus' strength. I don't care what kind of trainer you are, or how strong Aurorus is. My Tyrantrum is stronger! Will I sail to victory? Or will your jaws be... Or will your jaws bite into me? Let's find out together. The two fossils fighting each other. A rock and dragon versus a rock and ice. Let's battle. Protect. Now counter with Icy Wind. I'll finish it with Ice Beam. Victory! Whoa, your Aurorus is really strong for an Aurorus, you know that? That was amazing! I knew Aurorus was a powerful Pokemon. See, I told you. We should get a Sail Fossil. That didn't prove anything about Aurorus. It just showed this trainer it's really strong, that's all. Maybe. But still. So next time, Nate, you should battle me with an Aurorus of your own. How else are we really going to prove how strong Aurorus is? So does that mean... Yeah, it means I'll get you that Sail Fossil. Make sure you raise Amora properly. Thank you so much for battling my brother. I promise I'll raise the strongest Aurorus in the world. I wonder if she'll really promise on that. Ooh, 3 rare candies. Very nice. Also, if I remember correctly, I think Diantha in her battle also uses an Aurorus. Anyway, on to the next side quest, which is in a battle core just near here. It's with that woman over there. People tend to make subconscious judgments based on appearance, even if they don't mean to. Are you able to see others for who they truly are beneath the surface? If so, please battle me. My Pokemon are so incredibly powerful. I just don't know what to do with them. My adorable, adorable babies. Please come speak to me once you're prepared for our Pokemon battle. So yeah, she's gonna battle you using baby Pokemon, like Pichu and Cleffa there. Will you battle me even though I warned you about my Pokemon's overwhelming power? I'll battle you. So you're confident that you can see my incredibly powerful Pokemon for what they truly are, hmm? Well then, I'm quite excited for this battle. I have to kill the babies. I'm sorry, I don't care how sick that sounds. I have to kill the babies. Starting with Cleffa. Sink your fangs into him, Absol. Nice work. Who you got next? Badoo. Aerial Ace, go. Next we have Pichu. The baby Pikachu. Nice work. And then finally, ooh, Riolu. Play rough, go. Victory! Took out the babies. Your entire team is babies. It's not appearances that matter most in battle. It's the strength within that matters most. You're a sick woman sending babies to fight me. Despite how they may look, all of my Pokemon are fierce fighters, seasoned by battle and brimming with strength. Some opponents take one look at their oh-so-adorable faces and drop their guard, only to be swiftly crushed by our might. That kind of thing doesn't happen with trainers who are serious about battling. After all, they can pick up on a Pokemon's true strength pretty quickly when they see it in action. We're told not to make assumptions based on appearances, but we do it anyway because the fact is, you can't know what's under the surface. You can't hide what's inside. Which is why my Pokemon and I will continue to take advantage of anyone foolish enough to underestimate us. Took down the babies. So we got Moon Milks and 20,000 Pokédollars. Well, at least that one's done. So next, it looks like there's a side quest just on the edge of Wild Zone 12. Although before we go in, I also want to mention something. You probably have noticed this at the beginning, but I have been doing Mabel's research off camera and I've finally gotten up to a really high level. And that is because I have now caught all the Pokemon off camera in all the different wild zones. So I've completed all that research. So now let's see which rewards we get for making it to level 48. So first we get the TM for Blizzard. We get 10 large experience candies. The TM for Focus Blast. The TM for Overheat. The TM for Outrage. 10 extra large experience candies. And 3 gold bottle caps. And then at the next level, she'll give us a Master Ball. Yes, the ball that will catch any Pokemon that hits without fail. At least so they say. And then after that will be the Shiny Charm. Alright, so now we're going to head through Wild Zone 12 because... Ooh, there's an Alpha Snorunt over there. Just go around and avoid it. Dang, Alpha Pokemon are appearing like crazy now because now there's an Alpha Machop and an Alpha Mabobasno. But anyway, the side quest is right over here with this lady. Freezing moves are powerful. Your Pokemon will be at my mercy when they are frozen solid. That's because frozen Pokemon can't do a thing in battle. Could you tell I was doing an impression of my favorite trainer? She uses Ice-type Pokemon, so I do too. How about it then? Want to have a chilling battle against my Ice-type Pokemon? A chilling challenge. I'll also let you guys guess who this NPC is actually trying to make an impersonation of. I'll give you a hint. She's an Elite Four member. If being chilled to the bone sounds like your thing, let me know. And if that's the case, I will also do an impersonation of one of my favorite trainers as well. Are you up for a battle against my Ice-type team? Yeah! Then it's time for another iconic quote from my favorite trainer. Ha ha ha! Are you ready? Let's go! Come on! Take him down! Don't let up! This one's gonna be fun! Take him down! How dare you! No hard feelings, alright? You're better than I thought. Go on ahead. Maybe I'm going a bit overboard with the quotes. Anyway, you're real strong. A little tip from me. Don't worry too much if your Pokemon get frozen. They'll thaw on their own. Or you can always use Flame Wheel, Steam Eruption, or Flare Blitz to melt your ice if your Pokemon knows one of those moves. Or you can also use an Aspire Berry or an Ice Heal. You know, it's so strange and incredible that there's a place like this in Lumiose. It's like an ice field. Now that there are more wild Pokemon around the city, we can enjoy all sorts of new things. Speaking of which, I can't wait to go and enjoy an ice cold Granita with my Ice-type Pokemon. So yes, can you guess who I was quoting? Hint, it's also another Elite Four member. I'll let you guys guess in the comments who we were impersonating. But anyway, we also get a Never Melt Ice, which is good for powering up Ice-type moves. And speaking of Ice types, there's another side quest down by the South Boulevard. So we have a side quest over here with this lady and all these Bergmites. My little Bergmite babies, I've gathered you here to fulfill my dream. What is my dream, you ask? Bergmite Soon Avalugg. Yes, that's right. I want to see all my Bergmites sit on the back of a giant Avalugg. In other words, these guys are the tip of the iceberg, and Avalugg will be the rest of the iceberg. You strike me as a capable trainer, and so I have one very, very serious request for you. I'd like to borrow an Avalugg big enough to fit all 4 of my Bergmite on its back. I think one with a size classification of XL, probably an Alpha, should be big enough. Bergmite Sarun Avalugg. Alright. So I need to show her an XL Avalugg. I think you can catch an Alpha Avalugg in Wild Zone 12, which is the zone we were just at. You have an XL Avalugg. Right here. Check out this big guy. Almost reminds me of the Lord of the Tundra back in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Except this one's not a rock type. Wow! This Alpha's massive! It should fit all my Bergmite for sure. Are you ready, my babies? And there we go. We now have the complete iceberg. Oh, just look, all 4 of them fit on Avalugg's back. This is exactly what I want to see. My dreams come true. Oh, wait. Let me take some photos. I need to post this on my socials. That's a nice photo. Wait, what's happening? No way! This is wild, my pictures are going viral! Wish my YouTube videos did. I had no idea so many people wanted to see the very same thing I dreamed of. I'm so glad so many people have gotten to see how great Bergmite and Avalugg are. It's all thanks to you! I couldn't have done any of this without your Alpha Avalugg. Ooh, some experience candies, that's nice. Alright. So, let's see, where's gonna be the next side quest? Okay, there's one on the east side, no, on the west side of town. It involves this lady over here by the electrical substation. Why, hello! Would you be open to assisting a master perfumer in her quest? Another one. I make my delight fragrances using the scents produced by Spritzee. See, the aroma of each Spritzee can differ in tantalizing ways based on the diet they consume. I'd like to see how our berry-forward diet will affect the aroma of my Spritzee here. Ideally, I'd like to try feeding Spritzee 20 cherry berries, 5 tomato berries, and 5 oka berries. Oh no, Spritzee likes the sound of that. But surely you see my conundrum. I can't spend too long wandering the city streets. The competing odors that waft about would ruin my nose, making me insensible to good smells. So I'd like to ask you to please get the berries in my steed. It would be wonderful if you could lead the berries around town for me. You could even buy them. Not particularly fussy about how you do it. Just be sure to give me the exact amount I need. Exploring the sense of Spritzee. Spritzee still questions it. But anyway, I have the berries she needs already. Ah, wonderful. Having this many berries will allow for a rich complexity in the aroma Spritzee produces. And since all these berries have a spicy flavor, This new perfume should have quite the kick. What is it, Spritzy? Something bothering you? I can't imagine what.
I can.
Don't tell me this is too many berries for you. But don't you want to explore all the wondrous aromas your body can produce? I see. Yes, I understand you perfectly, my friend. We just need to find a way for you to eat all these berries without getting overwhelmed. You know, Lumios used to have a famous juice shop. If I can find a former employee of that shop, they should be able to whip these cherry berries into a tasty red juice for Spritzy. Thanks to you, I now know what I need to create a whole flurry of new fragrances. So take a little something from me in return. Some sprigs of modest mint and experience candy. A large experience candy. Okay, that's good. Plus 4,000 Poké Dollars. I thought she was gonna be overwhelmed by the spice, to be honest. I know I would. Anyway, let me see. Why don't we try this one over by Wild Zone 4, by the cemetery. Alright, so right over here. Oh, it's the director again. Oh, hello there! You're the trainer who helped us with filming last time, right? Well, this time we're shooting for a scene for a different movie. This time we're making a horror film. In particular, I want to get some footage of the fearsome ghost of the forest, Trevenant. But we had a snag. Wild Pokemon are terrifying, especially ghost types. You can help us here, however. I hear Trevenant rather hard to find in the wild. Though there are rumors that they could sometimes be spotted in Wild Zone 13. Or was it 15? It was 13 at night. Or I suppose you could just evolve a Phantom, that works too, but that's harder. Really all I need for you is to bring me a Trevenant at night. How you get it is up to you. Trevenant, the Haunted Elder Tree. Alright, so I have the Trevenant. You can actually catch an Alpha Trevenant in Wild Zone 13 at night, even though it's surrounded by a bunch of Phantoms. But I gotta come back here at night, he said. Alright, so now that it's nighttime, I need to get Trevenant in my party. Here you are, and you brought Trevenant, right? Are you willing to help us out with a shoot? We'd love to. Oh, I knew I could count on you. Let's start filming then, shall we? Is everyone ready? Then, lights, camera, speed, marker, and action. You sure this place isn't haunted? Oh, come on, it's fine. Hold on, did you hear that? What? Eek! Wait, hold up. It's not scary at all. Caught! What kind of ghost of the forest is that? It's way too friendly. Well, you know, I've heard that Trevenant is really kind to all the creatures that live in the forest with it. Maybe it thinks we're forest creatures too. What? It's a ghost type! And yet it shows so much compassion. Yet, that is also a true side of this Pokemon, worthy of being preserved on film. It's the footage that matters, you see. Footage that leaves its mark on the viewer. Even without any cohesive narrative, the script can be changed. So, a not-so-horror film. Well, anyway, glad that's settled then. Alright, our next side quest will be at that battle court near Rouge Sector 7. But we gotta use the Looker Bureau to get there. Alright, so now we're gonna have a battle with this lady. I can tell just by looking at you that you're a strong Pokemon trainer. To defeat a trainer like you, it's necessary to go all in on a single strategy. So I'll be attacking you with my favorite of all Pokemon types. Bug types! Being dedicated to a single thing you love forces you to be creative to overcome its weaknesses. And that creativity leads to true strength. You should battle me and see for yourself. A buzz about bug types. Ha, nice pun. If you care for a battle, ready yourself, then say the word. Oh, I'm ready. Come on, battle me and my bug type Pokemon. Just to warn you, I'll be using Mega Evolution to draw out the potential of my beloved bugs. That's the Black Fang. I may despise fighting in fairy types, but I must say, you bug types are the worst! But I can still overcome you. Let's do this, my fangs. Attack! Now we have Ariados. Right before I could get Megahorn out. Now Scyther. Now Heracross. Kinda like Ivor used. Ah. Now let's finish this off with our own Mega Evolution too. She'll bring out Pinsir. Time to even the odds, Houndoom. Roast him. Victory. Against my least favorite type. I lost even after I sent out my Mega Pinsir? Why wasn't my love for bug types enough? Because my love for dark types is greater. Good work out there, team. Especially Pinsir. Great job with that Mega Evolution. Seems like more and more trainers are using Mega Evolution lately, huh? I've heard rumors, though they're just rumors, mind you, that some shady character taught Quasartrico how to make Mega Rings. Apparently that person's name is... AZ. Wow, I never would have known. You don't say. Story goes that this AZ person traveled all the way to some far-off region called Hoenn. There he researched the origins of Mega Evolution to satisfy his own curiosity. Seems he shared his research with Quasartrico, but what does he hope to achieve? I guess I got no complaints as long as I can Mega Evolve my beloved Pokemon. We should all just appreciate this precious gift that we have. And get away from these freaky alien-looking bug types. Glad that one's out of the way. We also got a power lens, which is new. Alright, to the next side quest. Oh. Looks like a new one appeared over by the Pokeball Boutique. Let's see what that's all about. Oh, it's the director again! Let me guess, another film? We meet again, my young friend. Today we're filming a kaiju movie! The story is this. Ancient Pokemon is brought back to life and goes on a rampage! Let me guess, do you need my Alpha Tyranitar?
Nope.
In order to get this right feel, I know the footage of the king of the ancient world. Tyrantrum! Oh, not Tyranitar. Oh well. I'm told the only way to accomplish this is by paying a small fortune for a fossil, then reviving it. So that's why I've been waiting for you. If you've managed to revive a Tyrant from a fossil and evolve it into a Tyrantrum, please help us capture some footage of it. If you agree to help us, I'll even let you be in the film. As an extra, of course, but still. Tyrantrum's Furious Jaws. So in other words, it'll be more like a Jurassic Park movie than anything else. Considering Tyrantrum looks like a T-Rex. Alright, I have a Tyrantrum. Let's get this done. Really have a Tyrantrum with you. Then can I assume you're willing to help with the shoot? Of course! I knew I could count on you, and don't forget to give your all as an extra. Alright everyone, let's do this. A lights, a camera, and action! What is that? Just there! Look! What in the world is that? It's headed this way! Come on! Now's not the time to try and get cuddles from your trainer. What are you trying to do? Charm the audience? Director, in spite of its fierce looks, I think Tyrantrum actually can learn the move Charm. I guess even that vicious temperament doesn't stop it from being a cuddlebug with its trainer. What? And that means it can't be in the same scene as its trainer. But wait, hold on a moment. An ancient Pokemon forming a bond with a human? Yes, I think that could work. I could even make a video game out of it. It'll be called Pokemon Legends. Are you sure, Director? I don't think we've had a single shoot where we stuck to the script. Ha! Worry not. The theme of our films is no longer the terrifying reality of wild Pokemon. It is now coexisting with wild Pokemon. All our footage showing the heartwarming sides of Pokemon fits perfectly with this new theme. And I dare say it's a better fit for Lumiose than focusing on the terror. Yes, this is going to be a huge hit. I can feel it. And we were able to make this pivot only due to your help, my young friend. You have my thanks. Alright, so not a Jurassic Park movie. Instead, we're friends with them. If only Jurassic Park could be like that. Anyway. Let's see. There's 2 side quests over by Hotel Reticemi, so let's go do those. So our next side quest is with this one Hex Maniac here. In 30 seconds. What's going to happen then?
You have 30 seconds to live.
If you wish to know what the 30 seconds can mean, battle me and hear the song of my Pokemon. A tune that beckons doom. Speak to me when you are prepared for battle. Then you shall know the truth of your 30 seconds. So when she means 30 seconds, that is actually referencing a certain Pokemon move. It is called Perish Song. In normal Pokemon, any Pokemon that hears the song will faint within 3 turns. Whereas in this one, the Pokemon will faint within 30 seconds. And that's to any Pokemon that hears it. Including the one that sang it. So I'm gonna get Bruce out for this one. If you wish to know what 30 seconds can mean, battle me. Sure, I'll listen. Then enjoy. Enjoy the sound of Perish Song! Sheep, 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 it's time for sleep. Rest your head, it's time for bed. In the morning, you may wake. Or in the morning, you'll be dead. So she has his Absol too, because Absol can learn Perish Song. But I have a good move to counter it. Quick, use Bounce! Oh, I did it too early. But I can switch out. Luckily, if you switch out, then they won't faint. Victory! Looks like the only one that perished was your Pokemon. Any Pokemon that hears Perish Song will faint after 30 seconds. Including the Pokemon that sang the song, of course. But fear not. If you switch a different Pokemon to battle, the Pokemon who heard Perish Song will not faint. So whenever you want to make your opponent lead the field, enjoy this 30-second trick. Although 30 seconds is quite a long time, especially for a battle. So it takes quite a bit of a while before it will actually, like, faint. But anyway, on to the next side quest with this woman and her Klefki. Oh, I recognize you. You're Emma's assistant, aren't you? I've seen you working with her. Something like that. Well, in any case, do you think you could help me? I let my darling Klefki hold all my most important keys, but it seems Klefki dropped one of them on our last outing together. Where'd you go? Let me think. Oh yes, we went to a hair salon, but it was my first time visiting that place, so I don't recall the exact location. So pleased with my new look that I decided we would have an elegant brunch at a cafe near the hair salon. Then another patron of the cafe challenged me to a battle, so we went to the battle court out back. I won a magnificent victory, naturally. I could just remember which hair salon it was. I'm sure I could retrace my steps. In any case, I entrust finding my key to you, my dearest detective assistant. Klefki's lost key. Alright, let's bring in the map. So let's see. The hair salon is actually right here at Coffee or Clips. Then she said she went to a cafe, so she went to Nouveau Cafe truck number 2, looks like. So then she went to a nearby battle court, so that must mean the key might be at the battle court near Vert Sector 9. So let's go check there. Aha, there it is. You found a fancy looking key. Mr. Assistant, I just remembered I had my battle in this very battle court. And here is your key. Oh, and you found my key. Oh, my poor Klefki. It's not your fault the key was lost. I'm the one who decided to battle here. I do recall hearing that Klefki never let go of the keys they like. So how about this? From now on, you'll only have to hold the keys you like. I'll handle any other keys myself. That means we're going to be sharing some key responsibilities, my darling Klefki. Thank you so much, Mr. Assistant. Please take this as a sign of my gratitude. Got a nugget. Hope you have a wonderful day now. Or should I say a wonderful night. Alright, so let me see. There's some battle courts nearby. I think that particular side quest at Hotel Z is actually the start of the DLC, the Mega Dimension, so I'm not going to be doing that one. So instead, why don't we head here to the Justice Dojo? Oh, I think I recognize that girl. It's, what's her name? Jose. Ivor Sensei isn't here at the dojo if you're looking for him. And since you are here and all... Paxton, I request a battle! For the 3rd time. Sensei may not be around to teach me, but I can use you to get a new perspective on my skills. Jose's trading. Let me know as soon as you're ready for our bout. And just like Ivor, she's gonna have fighting types. You ready to face me, or did you want me to help you with your plus moves? I'm ready to battle. Please show me what it takes to reach rank A in the Zia Royale. You require much more training at the shocking fang of the Black Fang, Paxton. Now you shall get lesson 1. Humility! You are young and lazy. You clearly do not value the lesson of your sensei. No matter. You shall learn the lesson of humility with your next challenge. Paxton, you truly are worthy of being called Lumios' strongest trainer. Whereas I don't think I've grown any stronger at all. I'm a total disgrace to the Fist of Justice, and by extension, to Ivor Sensei himself. Maybe I don't even belong in the Fist of Justice. Okay. Now we have 2 Alpha Pangoros. Pangoro duo! Not again! These 2 are always causing us trouble. It's like they go out of their way to avoid the wild zones. They're real tough customers. Even Ivor Sensei has a hard time driving them away unscathed. But if Sensei isn't here to protect the dojo, then that duty falls to me. Paxton, please fight at my side. So let's take down the Alpha Pangoro duo. Now working together. So that's 1 down. We took both of them down. Nicely done, Paxton. As to you, Jose, I guess I was wrong. Your skill is strong. Your master has taught you many ancient techniques. Go on, you 2. The exit's that way. There's Ivor. Ivor Sensei. Paxton.
Paxton! Jose! Were you 2 responsible for those Pangoro leaving the dojo?
Yes, Sensei. Thanks to Paxton, we were able to turn away those troublemakers. It's no wonder he was able to save Lumios. I got a glimpse of his true potential today. Whereas I...
Jose,
Yes, Sensei?
if you didn't have just as much potential yourself, you would not have been able to hold your own alongside Paxton. In fact, the only reason I left the dojo unattended was because I knew you could guard it in my stead. You recognize the gap between your own skills and those of a master, and that very recognition is proof of your self-awareness, nothing more. I know that you will continue to grow, Jose. I'll be calling on your aid the next time that I must turn those Pangoro back myself.
Yes, Sensei. Thank you, Sensei. Paxton, thank you for everything today. You get an expert belt. I'd say that Jose can move on to the next stage of her training. And now for the last of this episode, I think I want to go ahead and get the 2 that I started out of the way, which were the Pumpkaboo side quest and the Ghost type only side quest. So first let's get the Pumpkaboo one out of the way, because I've caught one off camera. Also, I think when you're catching one, you can kind of recognize which one is a jumbo variety by the sound it makes. Like, I think the jumbo variety makes a lower sound compared to the others, especially when it's not an alpha. Anyway, let's talk to Tele here. Just bring me a jumbo variety Pumpkaboo, you bet. Not even a jumbo variety could contain all my excitement. Please let me have it at once. It's this particular one. And no, it's not an alpha. A jumbo variety Pumpkaboo. So this variety carries jumbo-sized spirits to the afterlife in its huge body. How mysterious. Even if they look similar, I can see how these different varieties are indeed different forms. Forgive me. To be honest, I don't really get it. But how could I not be convinced by the size of that Pokemon? From now on, I'll nurture my own spirit so it's big enough to acquire a jumbo variety someday. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for bringing me a jumbo variety Pumpkaboo. Again, that's a little bit dark, but at least she's happy. I get 2 rare candies out of that, so that's nice. Alright, and now for the last one of this episode. Because I gotta go back to the Justice Dojo. Alright, final side quest we're gonna do with this episode is with this Ghost Girl. So we're gonna have our ghostly battle. Ready to see who's the superior ghost type user? Bring it on. Even if you surpass us in speed, I have a backup plan to bring us back from the brink. Tell me, are you afraid of ghosts? Because I ain't afraid. First you'll send out Trevenant. Let's do this, my Alpha Bayonet. Alright, that's one down. And now it's time for me to switch out. Now we have Gourgeist, who mine's an Alpha. Fire Blast. Oh. Took it out. Alright, let's go Aegislash. Shadow Claw. And let's have a Trevenant go out. Nice, right before it can get away. Oh, and actually a Sableye. Oh, there goes that one. Right, coming out, Gengar. Dang, one hit. Alright, you leave me no choice. Time to bring out my own Sableye. Let's go, my precious Ruby Eye. At least this one's still a Dark type. Let's finish it off with Gengar. And there we go. Victory! Took out all the ghosts. Was that maybe cursed or something? I still lost. Even my backup plan of giving my Pokemon spell tags to strengthen their ghost-type moves failed. I know you helped Ivor and Gwyn bury the hatchet before, so your skill in battle shouldn't come as such a surprise. Huh? Do you feel a chill in the air?
Nope.
You don't feel it? This aura of melancholy? Maybe Gwyn Chandelure is mad over what I just said and now wants to absorb my spirit. Who can say for sure? No, please don't punish me. I didn't mean it. I take it back. Please don't take my spirit. Phew. The aura of melancholy is gone. Seems talking about Ivor is off limits even when Gwyn's not around. She's actually not that far away, mind you. Here, take the spell tag. Give it to a Pokemon to boost the power of its ghost-type moves. And the funny thing is you also get 4,444 Pokédollars. And there's a reason to why that is. And that's because in Japan, the number 4, especially 4 of them, is considered the number of death. Although I'm surprised in the American version, she doesn't give you, like, 666 Pokédollars. I think that would have been funny. But anyway, with these side quests out of the way, I think it's good to end this off here. So, still got a few side quests left, so I may actually have to get to the rest of the side quests while doing the Cult of the Lamb Woolhaven Let's Play, just like I'll do with these ones. But we will take care of the rest of the side quests, I promise, in the next episode. See you guys on the other side.